YouTube's biggest problem right now isn't clickbait, it's ragebait. Ragebaiters are destroying YouTube. From Tony at LC Sign stirring chaos in 2024 live streams to Bonnie Blue shocking fans this summer, ragebait creators are everywhere, and they're racking up millions. But what happens when their cheap drama tricks backfire? Today we're exposing the rise and possible downfall of YouTube's loudest baiters. Stick around because the receipts are messy, the timelines are wild, and by the end, you'll never see these creators the same way again. March 14th, 2024, 7:42, Tony from LC went live, and within minutes, the chat looked like a Twitter battlefield. His trademark?
How many genders are there?
It's a spectrum, so like a lot.
Though he only has 213,000 subscribers, Tony has gone more viral than most channels, turning even the chillest conversation into pure chaos. Imagine ordering a latte and Tony somehow making it about betrayal, clout, and fake friends. That's his brand. Now, ragebait isn't new, but Tony perfected it like a speed run. In that March stream, he stirred the pot with his bold take on the fragile nature of creator fame. He posted a video roasting the LGBTQ community. Instantly, clips started spreading on TikTok. Edits with clown emojis, dramatic subtitles, and even Minecraft parkour gameplay in the background flooded feeds. If you scrolled in April, you definitely saw Tony's face next to a flashing red arrow.
Anyways.
Guess who had another chapter in the chapter?
Anyways, how to find the right song company for you.
I am my boyfriend's first black girlfriend.
If you're black, then I'm the real Donald Trump himself. China, China, I know China very well.
And people do love him for his humorous reactions. Tony has the reactions everyone else is too afraid to have. Tony is on a whole another level. What makes Tony different is how calculated it all feels. He doesn't just accidentally stir beef, he schedules it. Every Tuesday night, boom, new drama drop, almost like Netflix episodes. Except instead of cliffhangers, you get Tony throwing shade at anyone with a pulse. The wild part? It works. Within 24 hours, that stream pulled 1.2 million views. Fans call him the algorithm's favorite son, and honestly, they're not wrong. YouTube loves ragebait because nothing keeps people doom scrolling like anger mixed with popcorn memes. But here's the catch. Once you're known as the rage guy, every word becomes ammunition. By May 2024, Tony couldn't sneeze without Reddit threads accusing him of faking outrage for clicks. Even his supporters admitted Tony could rage at a toaster and I'd still watch, which might be true. Love him or hate him, Tony from LC proved one thing. Ragebait isn't just surviving on YouTube, it's thriving. And if Tony's the poster boy, wait until you see who else is cashing in on this chaos. It was June 30th, 2018, 4:01 p.m. Shane Dawson uploaded The Secret World of Jeffree Star, and boom, YouTube was hooked, and so were his 18.6 million subscribers. It was like reality TV, but free, messy, and with better editing. At the time, Shane looked like he'd reinvented himself from goofy skits into docu-series king. But the truth? Ragebait had just entered its golden age.
I think he's so interesting and weird.
Hi, how are ya?
And brutally honest.
Every episode dropped with the same formula. Dramatic music, tearful confessions, and Shane staring at the camera like he'd just uncovered Watergate. The Jeffree Star series alone pulled in 100 million views in weeks. People weren't watching for makeup, they were watching for drama. Who's canceled? Who's crying? Who's secretly evil? Shane delivered that energy on a silver platter.
Alright bitches, new challenge. The goal is you gotta make your bottom lip disappear, but make it appear like you have a bottom lip with your tongue.
Audience was not having it. Comments pile up within hours on his videos. Put a jump scare warning next time, please. I'm disgusted. God? Yes? What am I? A queer. The peak came on July 11th, 2019. 8:03 p.m. when Shane dropped the first trailer for The Beautiful World of Jeffree Star. It wasn't just a video, it was a cultural reset. Fans camped out on Twitter threads like it was a Marvel premiere. Except instead of superheroes, you got Jeffree calling people snakes, and Shane zooming in on the tears like David Attenborough narrating nature. But here's where it got messy. By 2020, old clips resurfaced. Offensive jokes, blackface, you name it. Suddenly, the internet flipped. The same audience that boosted his docudramas turned on him overnight. Threads, callouts, rage, cancellations, it was chaos. The irony? Shane had built his empire on ragebait, and ragebait ended up destroying him. Even now, Gen Z jokes that Shane Dawson walked so every ragebait podcaster could run. And honestly, facts. Love him or hate him, Shane proved that stirring emotion, whether it's sympathy or outrage, is the fastest way to dominate YouTube. But if Shane was the blueprint, Ricegum decided to remix it with even more chaos. It was May 15th, 2016, around 6:30 p.m. when Ricegum dropped his first big diss track on his official channel, which has over 9 million subscribers, and YouTube instantly changed forever.
That was your girl, but now someone else. You was not humble, you look like they love your music and shit, ain't nobody be bumping it. Spinning the verse, you sound more like you suck it. Say 2016, you ain't no longer running shit. Post on your channel, cause you ain't get views, and whenever you do
Forget the soft pranks and skits. This was pure digital warfare. In no time, people started reacting to his diss track. We've all witnessed a murder, beefing someone. Can I kill him? Only if it ends up on Reddit. Ricegum's whole pitch was simple. Make fun of other creators, crank up the beat, and watch the views explode. And boy, did it work. Within days, the video shot past 10 million views, proving that people loved nothing more than watching influencers get roasted in HD. By October 2017, Ricegum had perfected the formula. He'd drop a diss track, sprinkle in bars like, "Your channel's dead," and let the comment section do the rest. Even if you didn't know the person he was dissing, you clicked, because the chaos was too good to miss. Ragebait at its finest. Half the audience came to laugh, the other half came to rage in the comments. Either way, views. But here's the thing, Ricegum's fire burned fast. By March 2019, the joke started to feel recycled, and fans noticed. The king of Ragebait was suddenly the butt of the joke, with memes like, "Ricegum fell off harder than my GPA? Ouch." His later attempts, like flexing on stream or posting "I made $200,000 this week," felt more desperate than dominant. It was Ragebait without the fun, like reheated fast food. Still, Ricegum's impact can't be denied. He paved the way for diss culture on YouTube, proving that pettiness could be profitable. Even today, creators like iShowSpeed owe part of their chaotic energy playbook to him. And speaking of chaotic energy, you haven't seen anything yet. Because in July 2021, a wild stream at midnight would turn iShowSpeed into the internet's favorite unfiltered Ragebaiter. Everybody knows about iShowSpeed, the weirdo with over 44 million subscribers. On a random night, July 4th, 2021, just past midnight, iShowSpeed went live, and YouTube had no idea what was coming.
Say if we're the last two people on Earth, and we had to reproduce to make the world continue, would you reproduce with me?
This video literally got iShowSpeed banned from Twitch. Viewers didn't stop roasting him. Speed is the main antagonist of his own life. Speed is literally his own worst enemy. At first, it looked like any other gaming stream. Speed screaming at FIFA, arguing with the chat, standard chaos. But within minutes, clips started flying across Twitter and TikTok. Speed wasn't just entertaining, he was unpredictable in a way that felt dangerous and hilarious at the same time. By August 2021, his clips had become a staple on TikTok's For You page. One minute, he's barking like a dog at viewers. The next, he's losing his mind after losing a match. The internet had never seen energy this raw, and Ragebait became his accidental brand. Fans didn't tune in for wins or gameplay, they tuned in to see what wild meltdown would happen next. The real turning point came December 10th, 2021, around 11 p.m., when Speed accidentally set off fireworks indoors during a stream. The moment was chaotic perfection, fire alarms blaring, smoke everywhere, Speed screaming at the top of his lungs. That clip alone racked up millions of views in hours, cementing his place as the ultimate Gen Z chaos machine. Of course, the downside of living off Ragebait is the backlash. By mid-2022, Speed was catching heat for reckless stunts and offensive jokes. But instead of slowing him down, the controversy seemed to fuel his growth. Every ban, every call-out, every "this kid needs to chill" thread only made him trend harder. iShowSpeed proved that Ragebait doesn't always have to be scripted. It can be raw, messy, and still break the internet. Love him or hate him, he turned late-night chaos into a career. And if Speed thrives on unpredictable madness, wait until you hear how Tana Mongeau turned her own drama into clickbait gold. It was June 22nd, 2018, around 4:15 p.m. when Tana Mongeau announced TanaCon on her channel, which has more than 5 million subs. And honestly, YouTube may never recover from the chaos that followed.
I don't know in what world she thinks I would ever be texting her to ask her for. Every single day since TanaCon, I have found out so much horrible shit. And when I say
fans roasted the staged wedding harder than Twitter roasted Cats the musical. It's called TanaCon because there are more cons than pros. I still can't believe she got away with this. Marketed as the anti-VidCon, it promised intimacy, exclusivity, and a space for fans who felt ignored. Instead, what fans got was heat stroke in a Marriott parking lot, 0 water bottles, and lines so long they made Disneyland look efficient. Within hours, the internet branded it Fire Festival for Teens. Tana, of course, leaned straight into the drama. By June 24th, 2018, her apology video dropped. Not a simple sorry, but a 40-minute cinematic breakdown with tears, excuses, and just enough self-awareness to keep people watching. Ragebait perfected. Even her downfall became monetized. But Tana didn't stop there. On January 2nd, 2020, she uploaded "We're Getting Married with Jake Paul," and suddenly millions were glued to see whether this was love, clout, or both. Spoiler, it was both. Still, it pulled in millions of views, proving Tana had mastered the formula. Create chaos, feed it to the algorithm, and cash the AdSense check. The best part? She knows she's the villain. By September 2021, Tana was openly joking on podcasts about being canceled monthly like a subscription service. That level of self-parody kept her relevant long after other creators fizzled out. Tana's Ragebait empire runs on drama. Failed events, fake weddings, feuds, scandals. Every mess becomes a headline. Every headline becomes a thumbnail. She doesn't just survive controversy, she thrives in it. But if Tana made Ragebait into a lifestyle brand, Sneako took it one step further, turning Outrage itself into a personality. Back on October 3rd, 2015 at 6:12 p.m., Sneako uploaded his first video, a thoughtful little commentary called "Would You Say the N-Word for $100?"
You claimed we're celebrating his death when we're not. I just opened up someone's account who said, "Who shot you?" quoting the Biggie song, the diss track he made about Tupac when he...
Before he got banned, Sneako had 1.3 million subscribers. People also seem to miss the old Sneako. It's crazy how quick a bright young dude can fall down the rabbit hole. I hope he don't permanently screw up his life. Would be a damn shame. He used to be so articulate and his content was actually interesting. Now he's just a broken record. At the time, it looked like he was trying to be YouTube's next philosopher. Short films, social commentary, almost artsy vibes. But fast forward a few years and Sneako didn't become YouTube's deep thinker. He became its Ragebait poster child. By March 2020, Sneako had pivoted to hot takes that felt less like discussions and more like verbal Molotov cocktails. He'd upload a rant about modern dating being fake or feminism ruining everything. And boom, the algorithm rewarded him. The formula was simple. Say something guaranteed to make half the internet mad, then argue with them in the comments. The real breakout came on July 27th, 2021, around 9 p.m., when he dropped a video ranting about woke culture. Within 48 hours, it cracked 1 million views, not because everyone agreed, but because everyone hated it. Ragebait perfected. Your audience is either nodding along or doom scrolling in fury. Either way, he wins. Of course, Sneako's style wasn't built to last. By September 2022, he was catching bans and suspensions, fueling even more chaos. Instead of backing down, Sneako doubled down, going live, arguing with anyone who clicked join, and turning every controversy into a headline. Sneako's brand is simple. Keep people mad, keep them watching. And if that strategy feels exhausting, wait until you meet Uwukuta Single, who found a way to turn pure cringe into Ragebait fuel. It was February 12th, 2022, around 3:45 p.m. when a random TikTok clip of Cute Single hit YouTube Shorts and chaos followed instantly. With now close to 16 million subscribers, Cute Single has become a true YouTube powerhouse. Here is what the viewers said. Cute Single now. Cute Single then. Bruh. Picture it. Exaggerated baby voice, over-the-top cosplay, and captions that screamed, "Please hate watch me." Within hours, the video had half the internet typing cringe, and the other half doom scrolling through her feed. Ragebait had officially gone kawaii, yet she has over 15 million subscribers. By April 2022, Cute Single had cracked the algorithm. Every upload was the same formula. Awkward dances, uncomfortably flirty lines, and faces so exaggerated they looked like emoji come to life. It wasn't about liking the content, it was about reacting to it. People stitched it, duetted it, roasted it, and yes, kept feeding the views. The perfect Ragebait loop. Then came July 8th, 2022, around 10:20 p.m. when she live streamed in full cosplay while ranting about her haters. Clips spread instantly. People couldn't tell if it was performance art, trolling, or just unfiltered chaos. Either way, the internet couldn't look away. In 48 hours, that stream had over 500,000 re-uploads across TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. By early 2023, Cute Single had become a certified internet villain. Reaction channels farmed her videos daily. Comments range from "This is peak satire" to "I've lost brain cells watching this." But here's the thing. No one clicked away. She hacked Gen Z's attention span by making content so bizarre it demanded a response. No diss tracks, no scandals, just pure, distilled cringe engineered to dominate timelines. And while some creators fight the hate, she leaned into it, branding herself as the internet's favorite hate watch. But if Cute Single turned cringe into clicks, Bonnie Blue would push Ragebait into outright shock value. It was August 19th, 2023, just after 6 p.m., when Bonnie Blue uploaded the video that would stamp her as Ragebait royalty. This quickly amassed 369,000 subscribers, but the channel was quickly terminated for breaching YouTube's rules.
I want their husbands, but I also want to help the people that are struggling to get pregnant and those that aren't judgmental of the sex industry. They're the ones.
Have a look at the comments she gets. If Satan had a human body, he would be Bonnie Blue. Demons aren't from hell, they are just human vanity and inability to control their desires. The title alone, stuffed with caps, exclamation points, and red arrows, felt engineered for chaos. Within hours, Twitter threads popped up accusing her of weaponizing outrage for clout. Bonnie didn't just join the Ragebait game, she speed ran to the final boss level. A behind-the-scenes video of her 1,000 guys in 12-hour challenge was removed from YouTube, and she has no official channel present today. Her style? Shock first, details later. By September 2nd, 2023, she'd perfected it, dropping uploads where every thumbnail screamed apocalypse, and every intro promised the truth YouTube doesn't want you to know. It didn't matter what the subject was, celebrity drama, random scandals, even grocery store receipts. Bonnie could spin it into a digital firestorm. Then came November 11th, 2023, around 9:40 p.m., when Bonnie went live to expose a fellow creator. The stream was pure spectacle, dramatic pauses, receipts pulled out like plot twists, and a chat spamming popcorn emojis. Ragebait gold. By the next morning, clips of her ranting were all over TikTok, some mocking, some defending, all driving millions of views. But here's where Bonnie stands out. She knows she's rage baiting. By early 2024, she was openly tweeting things like, "Y'all love to hate me, so keep watching." That self-awareness turned her into a villain fans couldn't resist. Every scandal became marketing. Every clapback became content. Bonnie Blue proved rage bait isn't just drama, it's strategy. The louder you yell, the more people listen, even if it's just to roast you. And in an algorithm built on clicks and chaos, Bonnie thrives by being impossible to ignore. So while Tony, Shane, Ricegum, Speed, Tana, Sneeko, and You Cute Single all played their part, Bonnie made Ragebait look like a business plan. Ragebait isn't just a trend, it's the fuel keeping YouTube's wildest creators alive. From Tony's chaos streams to Bonnie Blue's shock tactics, drama pays, even if it wrecks reputations. But here's the deal. If you hit subscribe, you're getting front row seats to even more juicy drama and behind the scenes chaos that other channels won't dare touch. Drop a comment and let me know which creator you think takes Ragebait way too far. I'll feature the best takes in the next video. Stick around because this ride's only getting wilder. And trust me, you won't be disappointed.